Hi guys, let me please welcome you today to this channel narcscon. Really thank you for your support over the last few years, and thank you going forward for being here and being part of the community and contributing in the comments. It really helps get the word out there and to grow the channel and to grow all of our channels in this community. And at this point, I would like to extend sincere condolences to Angie Atkinson's family. For anyone that doesn't know, Angie Atkinson was one of the original YouTubers that discussed and educated about narcissism. She's a young woman and she has passed away recently. So I'm very, very sorry that we have suffered such a loss. Let me get into the video today. In her memory, let's keep going. So I've had a few comments from subscribers and a few inquiries in coaching in relation to the topic I'd like to discuss today. If you understand the information that's coming forward in this podcast, I can promise you, you will heal and have peace so much quicker. It takes a while and it takes going over it and over it sometimes to rewire our brains in the healing or on the healing journey. This information I will give you now, I can promise you, I have found this information to be 100% true. And this is one of the things that would have accelerated my own personal healing journey. So I'm very, very glad to share it for you. And I hope someone needed to hear this today, and I hope it makes a difference. So guys, the questions I was getting there recently were two, and I'm going to make two videos. One was, can the narcissist change their behavior? You know, the way people change in life as they get to a certain stage. Can the narcissist actually change and change for the better? And the second question was, the narcissist is, you know, plastering all over social media and telling everyone how happy they are and showing their new relationship to everyone. And is it possible that they're happy now? So two questions, and they're both interrelated, and that's why I'm going to make a series of the two videos out of them. So today I'd like to deal with, you know, you've been dumped or the narcissist has exited your life, be it in whatever situation, familial, intimate relationship or friendship. And they've gone on and given the impression that they are super happy, that life couldn't be better, and that life is actually much better without you in it. And those indeed are the messages that they want you to hear. They actually want that message to get back to you. And here's why. And let's delve into the narcissist's happiness, what that looks like, and is it actually real? So the first thing I'll say is, when a narcissist has been with you and they've devalued you and they've exited your life, or they're giving you some type of a silent treatment, you have to remember that a narcissist cannot self-regulate. That means they cannot fix their own emotions from within. They get all of their validation and all of their emotional regulation from the outside world, from you and I, and that's what we term in this community as supply. They cannot go on an activity or sit down and be alone for any length of time and create a feeling of peace and happiness. Now, the narcissist is drawn to you initially because you can. And they see this image of a happy person who's joyful, who's really positive about life, and who gets great response from other people in general. They're drawn to that because it's a source of food. It's something they can't manufacture within themselves. They're drawn to you. Now, because they kind of work in cycles, and because they never learn on the personal growth spectrum because of their narcissism, and because they don't introspect, and because they just feed and don't learn how to grow learn how to grow their own food or emotions, so to speak, they each time they meet somebody new, they think, this is the one, this is going to, make me happy. But after a time, with everybody, they see the other person as happy, they feel empowered for a while, and they feel like they can share in this, and they steal your character traits, but it doesn't make them happy. They begin to get bored, they begin to get resentful of your happiness. Here's the thing with narcissists. They resent you for being happy, and because of their black and white thinking, they think, well, if they take that happiness away from you, they'll get it and be able to keep it. But it's only a food source. It's not sustainable. So it's imperative at this stage, when they think that they can't be happy with you, that if they take your happiness away, they can go and carry it off with themselves. So it's imperative when they leave you, that they leave you in the most devastated state. And that's why the discard can often be so cruel. Now, to top off a cruel discard, the best thing for them to do is to take your happiness and that empowered feeling that they get when they leave you and put it on a platform like social media. They don't always do this. Sometimes they keep it hidden, and they will put it up at some stage, depending on your state and how much under control they've left you or not, or how devastated you are at the actual discard. If you're not fully devastated, they may plonk themselves on social media pluck someone out of wherever they have been hunting, and they've been hunting in numerous places, plaster them all over social media, and display themselves as being the happiest person on earth and being really happy that they left you. If you believe in this, it will cause you a huge amount of unhappiness on top of the pain of your betrayal and your abandonment and your discard. This is an illusion. This is a total illusion. I promise you. This is a cycle narcissists go through. They are not capable of being happy. They are not capable of making their own happiness. They're not capable of joy, and they're not capable of love. And that doesn't change. So what I've got written down here, the next thing is, exclaiming their happiness all over social media. Now, let's take, for instance, we're going to have a look at this. Let's take, for instance, a happy person. Let's say, and touch wood, it's true, I'm a happy person at the moment. So let's take Paula here. I am happy. I am busy. I am doing things. I feel at peace. I'm progressing, and I have a life plan, or I have ideas of what I want to do. I don't have time, because I'm happy, to go on social media and try and convince everybody that I'm happy, because I'm happy being happy. It's kind of going back to, sir, the lady doth protest too much, or the gentleman doth protest too much. A happy person doesn't have to go around convincing people that they're happy. Number 3, if it bothers you, and when you're under the narcissistic spell, it bothers you a lot, because you've been getting a lot of validation from the narcissist. And honestly, the only way I can describe it is like a narcissistic fog or a narcissistic spell, where you're still believing in the presentation of the person the narcissist showed you in order for you to fall for them, be it a friend, family member, or to fall in love with them. And that's the cognitive dissonance seeping in. You're under a narcissist spell, and you're still getting validated from what they do and their opinion. You're seeking an opinion from a disordered human being that is spiritually driven with a dark energy to destroy in order to get their needs met, not to grow in order to get their needs met. This individual and their opinion of you and the illusion they created with you of being a good person and the illusion they create in you when they leave you of being a happy person, and you looking at them and judging yourself maybe against the situation that they're in now or the person that they're with, and you feeling bad because you feel you failed as a person for one, not being able to keep them with you, and that's a big bonus, for one, not being able to keep them with you, and two, not feeling good enough within yourself. Here's the thing about seeing the narcissists plastering their false and fake happiness over social media or wherever they're plastering it, whatever flying monkeys they're sending to you, telling you that they're having an ace time, that they've never been as happy in their life, and, you know, they're so glad to be removed from the situation with you. Guys, it is important for us to really work on ourselves, for us to validate ourselves internally again. We lost the knack of doing that when we were with the narcissist. We kind of gravitated towards their value system to a certain extent. And again, they would have isolated us or been very intense with us so that we looked to them for validation from them. So we got to get back into our own validation system and not feel less than because the narcissist is off with someone else and the narcissist is flying the flag of this other person saying, look how great they are, they make me happy, they're beautiful, they're younger, they're more talented. That's not the case. A narcissist will go with anyone who's going to meet their need at a certain point in time. So if you judge yourself against this person that the narcissist is with, you're buying into the illusion. The narcissist couldn't see the value in you as a person. They saw gain from you. They saw things they can get from you. They didn't see you. And that's the whole thing about you not judging your value against anyone else's opinion or a narcissist's opinion in particular. That is the illusion. That is the illusion, and that's all it is. So value yourself and love yourself for yourself, because there's no one better than you. There's no one. You're unique. You're a unique, beautiful, loving person, and we need you here. We need you as a soldier and a warrior for light. We need you. You're beautiful. If you are looking for answers after a relationship where you were abused and put down, I am guessing you are a hell of a beautiful person, because you're introspecting, you're looking at personal growth, and you care. Believing in the version of the narcissist that was presented in The Love Bomb has to stop. This has to stop. And every time you get a good idea of that person, you need to either write down or say in your mind, if you're with people and you can't say it out loud to yourself, the truth is, the truth is, the truth is. So you put in what the narcissist did to you in that sentence and dispel the cognitive dissonance of the illusion of the narcissist as they present it to you in the love bomb stage, or when they're doing good in the middle of one of their cycles, even if it's a family member and they're doing nice things for you. Overall, if they are 90%, 75%, any percent abusive to you, then they're only giving you a love bomb to keep you hooked. It's not who they are. And the last thing I would say here in relation to the narcissist being happier when they've left you, or being happier with another person, or being happier in another job. The narcissist, just as a last thing, again, what I said at the beginning, is not capable of happiness. They're capable of feeling empowered by destroying you or destroying somebody else. And it gives them satisfaction to hook a new source of supply. Now, that person may well be doing the donkey work for the narcissist, may well be helping the narcissist to plaster, the information out there to people that they're so happy in this new relationship in particular. That person is the unluckiest person in the world, because they're going to go through what you went through. Even if you don't find out about it, behind closed doors, they will be suffering. They will suffer greatly. The narcissist is using that person, one, to make you, their old source of supply, devastated. They're using that person for that purpose. Imagine that person thinks the narcissist loves them, and the narcissist loves them by, having photos taken and telling everyone how great they are. And the narcissist is actually just doing that to devastate you. And they're going to suck the new source dry, their new supply, and devastate them at some stage in the future. And then what they're going to try and do is recycle you all. Recycle all of us, so that we get time to fill up and they come back and have another peck or a feed at us. So again, is the narcissist really happy or happier having left you? Definitely not if you've been a very good source of supply and they had to devalue you because they resented your happiness or your ability to start to question them and to start to stand up for yourself. The narcissist wasn't happy leaving you. That was something the narcissist felt they had to do because they resented you for a myriad of reasons. But their narcissism would force them to make them feel it was a great thing to be leaving you, and to make you feel it was a great thing for them to be leaving you. And that is the con, and that is the truth. And that's what I have found out in my own personal situation, and from talking with a lot of people who've been through the same experience. It's a dark energy. It's a very messed up, disordered way of living, and they are not happier with the new person. You are the prize. You are, were, and will be the prize. So prize yourself. It's so necessary in the healing journey to do that. Guys, consider like, sharing, and subscribe. Let's get the message out there. Let's not stop building our army of warriors and not allowing those people to do this to other people as easily as they have been in the last few years. Bye for now, and I will see you in the next podcast very shortly, where we will deal with, can the narcissist change, if they go to therapy or if they do whatever they have to do. So until then, I'll bid you adieu. Take great care of yourselves and see you again very soon.